Hi, my name is Natasha Putri. I'm from English Education Department, University of Maritime Raja Ali Haji. Now, I would like to tell about the table manner. The dinner table is the center for the teaching and practicing not just of the table manners but of conversation, consideration, tolerance, family, feelings, and just about all the other accomplishments of the polite society expect in a manual. Judith Martin. Table manners are the rules of etiquette used while eating, which may also include the appropriate use of utensils. Different cultures observe different rules for table manners. People who has not know and experienced table manners may find it complicated because there are many etiquette. Table manners were designed to keep people from carving food down like animals, so learn them before you eat with the other. One of the most important things to keep in mind is that you should never call attention to yourself by blatantly breaking the rules set by society. Here are some essential dining etiquette rules that you should follow. Number 1. Sit straight on your chair, and then turn off your phone before sitting down. Taste your food before you add salt, pepper, and other seasoning. Chew with your mouth closed. Never talk when you have a food in your mouth, even if someone asks you a question. Wait until you swallow before answering. Bring your food to your face, not your face to your food. Say thank you, please, and excuse me if you want to do something or someone give you a favor. Don't cut all your food before you begin eating. Cut 1 or 2 bites at a time. And then, never blow on your food. If it's hot, wait a few minutes for it to cool off. Scoop your soup away from you. If you're drinking from a stemmed glass, hold it by the stem. Break your bread in the bite-sized piece and butter only one bite at a time. Try at least 1 or 2 bites of everything on your plate, unless you are allergic to it. Compliment to the hostess if you like the food, but don't voice your opinion if you don't. Keep your elbows off the table. Rest the hand you are not using in your lap. Eat slowly and pace yourself to finish at the same approximate time as the host or hostess. Don't eat noisily or make a noise with the cutlery. Don't reach across the table. Reaching on the other hand is never allowed. If anything is beyond your normal reach, is within other personal space, always ask the person closest to pass the item you need. Avoid burping or making the other rude sounds at the table. If you spill something at the restaurant, signal one of the servers to help. If you spill something at the private dinner party in someone's home, pick it up and blow it spilled. Or have a personally clean it if necessary. When you finish eating, leave your utensils, your plate, and your bowl. Never use a toothpick or dental floss at the table. You may reapply your lipstick, but don't freshen the rest of your makeup at the table. Etiquette. Modern etiquette provides the smallest number and the types of utensils necessary for dining. Only utensils which are to be used for the plain meals should be set. Even if needed, hosts should not have more than 3 utensils on either side of the plate before a meal. If extra utensils are needed, they are be brought to the table along with the latter course. Number 1. Starting to eat. If you are eating out, you should wait until all the members of your group have been served before picking up your fork. At the private diner, observe the host or hostess and pick up your fork when he or she does. However, if you are at the buffet, you may start when there are other seats at your table. Number 2 is napkin. The basic function of the napkin is to whip your finger and blow to the mouth. After sitting, unfold your napkins. Don't open your napkin in shaking it. Open it directly under the table and place it your lap and don't tuck in your collar. After the host or hostess has placed his or her napkin in their lap, place your napkin in your chair in leaving the table during the meal. Don't use napkin as the handkerchief. When the meal is complete, the napkin is to fold loosely and placed to be left of your plate or in the center of your plate setting if your plate has been cleared. Number 3. Fork. Tables are often set with 2 or more forks meant to be used for different courses. For example, a salad for a meat fork and a dessert fork. When used in conjunction with a knife to cut and consume food in Western social settings, two forms of fork etiquette are common. In European styles are called the continental style. It's to hold the fork in the left and a knife in the right. Once a bite-sized piece of food has been cut, is conducted straight to the mouth by the left hand. For other food items such as potatoes, vegetables, or rice, the blade of the knife is used to assist to guide the placement of the food on the back of the fork. The time remaining pointing down, the knife and the fork are both held with the handle running along the palm and extending out the held by the thumb and forefingers. This style is sometimes called hidden handle because the palm conceals the handles. When talking, drinking, or accusing yourself from the table between bites or resting position, the knife and the fork are closed in the center of the plate. Walk times points down. In American style are called the zigzag method or fork switching. The knife is initially held on the right hand and the fork in the left, holding food the plate with the fork times down. A single bite size piece is cut with the knife. The knife is then down on the plate. The fork transfer from the hand to the right hand and the knife is picked up with the right. In contrast to the continental hidden handle grip, in the American style, the fork is held much like a spoon or a pan once in transfer to the right hand to convey food to the mouth. In resting position, set the fork so that the tines are facing up and balance the knife on the right side of plate. When a course is complete, place any utensils mean for that course on the plate, whether or not they were used. For example, if during the salad course you don't use your knife, it still goes on the plate at the end of the course. If you don't put on the plate, the waiter will do it for you. B. Rude table manner. Different cultures observe different rules for the table manner. Here are some examples. First, in the United Kingdom, in the UK, the host or hostess takes the first bite unless he or she instructs otherwise. The host begins after all the food is served and everyone is set. Food should always be tasted before salt and pepper are added. Applying condiments or seasoning before the food is tasted is a few as an insult to the cook and show a lack of faith in his or her ability to prepare the meal. In religious households, a family meal may commence with the saying grace, or at the dinner parties, the guests might begin the meal by offering some favorable comments on the food and a thanks to the host. In a group dining situation, in an offering, it's considered impolite to begin eating before all the group have been served their food and are ready to start. And the second, in India. In formal settings, the host requests the guest to start the meal. Similarly, one should not leave the table before the host or the eldest person finishes his or her food. It is also considered impolite to leave the table without asking for the host or the elders' permissions. Normally, whoever complete first will wait for other and after everybody is finished out. And the third, in China. Sitting and serving custom play important role in the Chinese dining etiquette. For example, the dinner should not sit down or begin to eat before the host or the guest of honor has done so. When everyone is seated, the host offers to the party, beginning with the cup of the eldest person. The youngest person is served last as the gesture of the respect for the elders. And the last one, example in South Korea. In a formal setting, a meal is commenced when the eldest or the most senior dinner at the table partakes of any of the foods on the table. Before partaking, attention to the enjoy their meal should be expressed. Similarly, satisfaction or enjoyment that a meal should be expressed and its completions. I think that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Sorry for my mistake. Bye.